been seeing. The Gulf is out there, we can see it. It's a mile or mile and a half away. And then you can see dead islands and moribund islands and ghost islands everywhere you look, all the way back as far as you can see from the coast as well. And it's all related to elevation. And the differences in elevation we're talking about are less than 2 feet. So 50 centimeters, 60 centimeters is a high elevation, and 25 is a low, so it's really not much change. I like coming up here also because you can see the tidal creeks as they meander across, and in this case it's fun to run the movie backwards and forwards, and because you can almost see what's going on as the river cuts around a bend. It's undercutting mostly black needle rush. And then on the opposite bank, where the water moves more slowly, you're getting deposition of mucks and some sand, and then you're getting colonization by Spartina. And that explains the pattern of where you see the dark and coarse textured black needle rush and the light, finer textured salt marsh cordgrass. But then, just because of the way the light is or the season or something, you can see that there's cordgrass mixed in with the black needle rush even down below us. And I don't understand what's going on there. But there's obviously something wrong with my competitive dominance story. There's more to be learned about it. But we've been in places that look like all of these. We were in a forest where there were pines and oaks, and as well as cedars and cabbage palms. We actually were in a patch of forest that was even richer than that, with the elms and red maples and so forth. Then that island out there where there's still live trees, we saw something like that, and that's where we were worried about the effects of Brazilian pepper, exacerbating the effects of salinity by transpiring fresh water and leaving the salt behind. And then we were in an island that had just a few live trees, and then we were looking at these ghost islands. And you can see the ghost islands by the red cedar and how many twigs they still have, of how long they've been dead. And the correlation with the elevation is spectacular. I mean, you can actually guess in what year the trees died if you have an accurate measure of the elevation. Because the elevation affects the salinity, and the salinity affects the trees in a sequence that's pretty well known, except that there are pulses, like with big storms and storms, surges followed by droughts in particular. Salt marsh is like the question before. I mean, with mangroves taking over salt marsh, well, should we do something about it? What can we do about it? Is it a bad thing or a good thing? It's just a thing. It's just happening, and it's happening very fast. You can go back and look at Google Earth images of where you're standing, and you can see that in 1995, this was forest. Remarkable. That was yesterday. 1995, the storm of the century really tore this place up.
Are you saying it looked like this area over here?
It looked like, well, not like that. There were no pines then, but the cabbage palms and the red cedar were all in really good shape. In order to get it like that, you'd have to go back 40 years or so. Yes?
I would say to someone that
You can't see the difference. They're exactly the same. It's because they're not used to looking at plants. And looking at an ecosystem and being able to read a landscape is not something young people are learning anymore. And so how do we use this? We can't bring them all here, or maybe we should try to bring them all here and get them to come out mucking through the marsh. And but short of that, I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm hoping for insights to come out of this meeting, because there are a lot of us trying to figure this out, and maybe we can together come up with some ideas.
well, Phil